In the end, we got over the line. Typical England, a lot of emotional roller coaster moments throughout the game. But my assessment was pretty good for 30, 40 minutes. Pretty poor, actually, in the second half. But Kane, 2 chances, 2 great goals. And we missed a lot of other chances. We've got to really tighten up, haven't we, on the finishing generally if we're going to progress.
I think that, yeah, you're absolutely right, Piers. And I think the basic point is we won. When you consider Germany didn't win, Brazil didn't win, Argentina didn't win, winning that first game at a major tournament, as Sir Jeff knows far better than I do, is the most important thing about last night. And you're right to highlight Harry Kane. 15 goals in 25 caps for England. He scored 41 goals during the regular Premier League season for Tottenham Hotspur. He's won the Golden Boot in the previous 2 seasons as well. He is the man for the big occasion. All of the big teams here, Piers, Susanna, Sir Jeff, all of the big teams have a talisman, someone who's going to take that responsibility on their shoulders. Harry Kane is that man for England.
And Darren, Jeff has points out something else about Harry Kane, which is there's something about his personality as well. We noticed that, our reporter Jonathan Swain is out there in Volgograd, and Harry Kane happily came over to do, an interview. Didn't have to, could have just stuck to the stuff that he's obliged to do. But there's something about him, isn't there? He's bigger than the football.
I'm being very fortunate, Susanna, to cover Tottenham Hotspur for the last, 15 years. And Harry's always been fantastic with the media. He's a wonderful captain to have because he's every boy's dream. He's from North London. He always wanted to get into the Tottenham first team. Then he wanted to play for England. Now he talks about being up with the best in the world. And I was at the press conference on Sunday when he spoke about wanting to match Ronaldo and challenge for the Golden Boot, and people laughed at that. But now he's doing that, and he's got those 2 goals last night, and he's off and running.
Yeah, he has. Jeff, the use of VAR, right, is very controversial. It seemed to me last night they just totally ignored the purpose of it, which is if Harry Kane's being wrestled to the ground by a bunch of Tunisian sumo wrestlers, then they should be spotting it and telling the referee and awarding penalties. It got ridiculous last night.
They did. I'm not really a big fan, if I'm honest, of VAR. I was very much for the goal line technology, which would have proved quite clearly my goal was over the line.
Yes, exactly.
But it's getting a bit too complicated. I'm not at the moment a total utter fan of it.
Let me ask
for some of those reasons.
I think if they're going to have it, they've got to use it properly. If it's blatant like it was with Kane last night, they've got to tell the ref and award penalties. But I agree with you. Generally, I don't think it's working because they're not using it right.
Didn't put him off scoring, though, did it?
No, he's a great player.
In the end.
But on a wider note, you are the walking embodiment of how winning the World Cup can change your life forever.
If we're successful today, if he's successful today, it would transfer his life beyond any kind of recognition that I've got even today.
Notwithstanding, I'm sure your natural support for England, outside of England, who else do you fancy for the World Cup from what you've seen so far?
Well, the 4 teams you fancied have struggled.
Right.
Germany got beat, Brazil and Argentina drawn. France are also slightly favourites, were awful.
Belgium look good.
Belgium have probably some of the best teams in their squad. They don't quite get it together to get the results. But in terms of the quality of the players overall, they've got some of the best, and they've got to be fancied to going a fair way.
Have you got a second team, then?
No, he hasn't got a second team. He has England, right, Jeff?
England, listen, I support England. Nothing would make me happier than seeing them win. Cynics say, you don't want anybody to win, you don't want anybody to score 3. 1 or 2 cynics say that, and it's absolute, I'm on air, so absolute nonsense.
Yeah, but behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of England. I realise more than anybody how important it is for the national team to be successful.
Well, Jeff, it's a great honour to have you in our studio. One of the
Thank
greatest English sportsmen of all time. Wishing the England boys good luck, as we all do. We all want England to win. Honestly, we don't want to have the terrible inquests that inevitably follow. We want England to win. King Harry, you can do this. Let's believe that right to the moment we're knocked out.
As Jeff says, Gareth Southgate does not want to face your grilling. If they don't.
And I'm not coming on either.
No. Although Darren might. Darren, thanks very much indeed as well.
Thank you both very much.
Good luck with the midges.
Yeah, good luck there.